Burn it all, Sinead. Burn it all. No, I'm kidding. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Positivity Report. It was a tough night last night for the Good People Association, and sometimes life hands you lemons, and those lemons suck. So you find other lemons and you make lemonade with those. Mm-hmm. But if you don't know about what's going on here at the channel, Sinead knew last week. We told her kind of last week. And we've known for, I don't know, maybe a week or two, but we wanted to make sure we announced it in the correct way and made sure that everything that we knew about it was actually true. We were kind of holding out hope for certain things.
Right.
But last night we announced, so the Good People Association, as you know it, this studio, we're losing our lease on December 31st. We will continue to do daily content until Ikaika's last day is next Thursday, a week from today. Running the ones and twos. Ken is going to run the Friday show. And then I'm going off to basically create futility. I've been working as hard as I can with a baby, but doing a daily show and doing all of this has basically made it way more difficult. So I'm going to be doing that because we funded that game. And if that's the lasting legacy of the Good People Association from the studio, we did it. But you will get the Positivity Report every day until next week, a couple weeks off, and then a couple weeks in December at the beginning of December. And then the final stream, which we're hoping on Thursday evening, December 9th, is that Sinead will be a part of that final stream here on the channel. Bring Harrison. We don't care. Give him a beer. I mean, he's not allowed to do that. But you can watch the video and we'll explain all of that. And for those, asking questions, Superchats, Streamlabs help support the channel. Right now we have a little bit of money. I'm working with the merch company to hopefully make all that merch, get you a discount code because we want to get rid of all that merch and somehow break even. Turns out the most expensive thing about this network, Sinead, was merch.
Yeah. So. I probably could have guessed.
Yeah.
Merch is really expensive to make.
Yeah. And good merch is even more expensive.
Right. And you weren't going to have bad merch.
No, I'm not going to sell you crap.
No.
I want the shirts to be comfortable. I want everything to look cool. So if you want any of that merch, it's going to be like a fire sale. Whatever's left is left. Buy it all. Buy everything you want. Positivity Report mugs. I'm sure there's left some vintage. All these things will be collector's items. I'm not changing the name of the channel, but I'm just definitely not going to make any more merch.
You can't give away that sign.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was like, you got to keep that. It's really good.
Mark Riley's going to take it, and then he's going to give it to Eric Bass for the studio in Charleston, South Carolina.
Nice. Love it.
Yeah. It lives on. It's a beautiful neon sign. When we got it, we were like, oh, we'll put it in all the shows. But turns out when you put a camera, or at least our cameras, on the neon sign, it just goes to the neon. We all look very dark. Mm-hmm. So, hey, you live, you learn. Sinead, you live, you learn. I saw Senior Film chime in with the super chat. Thank you all so much for that. And Ikaika is going to watch the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/goodpeoplegpa. So going forward, right, I'm going to be here every day. We have one Josh Purdy next week. So yesterday, Sinead, the idea was to get Jocelyn and Lily in here together, Lily Marston, do a Positivity Report together, and then pre-tape Josh Purdy for Friday.
I see. Okay.
Now, the last time we tried to do that, 2 weeks ago, Jocelyn didn't show up. And she was mortified. She's like, I've never not shown up for a show. I totally forgot. And so she showed up yesterday.
But Lily didn't?
Correct.
Oh, no.
So Jocelyn at least called the show 2 weeks ago because we were worried about her. Because Lily was like, Jocelyn doesn't do this. She shows up.
Literally, I don't know if I've ever seen Jocelyn miss anything.
Yeah. And she was really bummed out. Lily just simply slept through her alarm because she's a nocturnal being.
Yeah, she is.
And we were texting her like, are you okay? And anything. Didn't get anything until like an hour and a half after the show. Can't believe this happened. So, live next Friday, which might be probably the second to last Josh Purdy, depending on who I get for a guest. Lily Marston and Jocelyn Davis will be here live 2 p.m. next Friday.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
Right? And that's the first time I tried to get Jocelyn on Josh Macuga show back in the day in the old apartment. And I've been trying to get her. We had him on Josh Purdy. We're trying to get her on Positivity Report to do the whole thing, whatever. Finally had a chance to just talk to Jocelyn Davis for an hour. Turns out we're the same person.
Yeah, she's great.
She's the best.
Yeah, she's really great.
She guessed my fraternity right away. I guessed her sorority, one guess.
That's hilarious.
We have like the same parents. Like we kind of look alike and like dark hair, dark eyes. And it was a blast of a show. And she wanted to make sure that she was like, make sure you tell Sinead Isaiah.
Yeah, she and her husband are just crushing it right now. It's so cool. They
Flipping
live such
some
a cool
props.
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a fun thing
Is
to do.
it?
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah, because then it's like you get to express your your shopping cravings or whatever without actually spending money on, on a bunch of stuff. Then it goes into an investment and you make some money, with an investment property, watching the before and afters, and then also like being able to get it out of your system of buying a bunch of things without having to actually, you make that money back.
Right.
Airbnbs pay so much money.
I've heard. Every time I'm on TikTok, like every 15 videos, I'm a millionaire.
That's what we're doing right now is we're buying a place in the desert.
Right.
And they're all junk. So I'm just excited. I'm like, the grosser, the better.
I want to flip this thing.
I want to flip this.
Kingsport Cal says, Josh, I wouldn't count my chickens before they hatch. I don't know what that means. What did I?
That Jocelyn and Lily will both be here.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm figuring I said something before that. Yeah. I mean, they might be here. We're hoping they're here. I've planned on it. I will remind them next week. As Lily said, I should be safe at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Because early show. She said she woke up at 1, then couldn't get back to sleep till 5, showered, then got back into bed and slept right through a 7 a.m. alarm clock.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
She also doesn't live too far from here, so she could have woke up at like 8:55 and been here. But what are you going to do? What's going on? Let's hit a quick sponsor here before we do it. Now, Sinead, as you've known, the last couple weeks, we've been sponsored by Perk. PerkClothing.com, the hottest clothes on the market. Now, Sinead, I was doing some research yesterday.
Yeah.
Turns out that 98% of women look at a man's pants before they look at anything else. Is that true?
I don't think I look at pants before I look at anything else.
What about shirts?
I think I would look at a top first or a shirt first or like a hoodie.
Yes.
But to be honest with you, pretty sure I look at their shoes first.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sinead throwing shade at the people at Perk who do not make shoes yet. You ever throw your shoes in the washing machine?
Yeah, all the time.
I never did that until I met Amanda. I didn't know you could. I just threw the shoes away.
No, I do the hydrogen peroxide and dishwashing liquid, equal parts.
Whoa.
Then
Wait, you put the shoes in the dishwasher?
No, equal parts. Dishwashing liquid.
Got it.
And hydrogen peroxide, equal parts. And then I dip the shoes. I take the laces out first. Then I dip the shoes, and then I'll gently scrub them.
Whoa.
And then I have this little sneaker brush. Don't look at these. They just have to be cleaned. All right.
Those look a little.
Don't look at these. First of all, they're all white. I have to wait until the weekend to wash them.
Got it.
And then whatchamacallit? And then I take the laces out, and then I put the shoes in the washing machine. No spin. And then I
spun mine, I think, but I liked
don't.
how they looked.
Well, I don't like with Air Forces. It's tough.
Okay.
So once you get the crease doesn't go away.
I have a bunch of Air Maxes. That's the only I like a good.
Yeah, I
Air
got
Max.
my first crease in a TJ Maxx. I forgot about my new shoes, and I bent down and I creased the top of it. You've seen that video, that meme, right? Or the guy proposing, and before he bends down, he takes his Air Force off and puts it next and then proposes.
Get out of here.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to bend down in your Air Force Ones because it cracks, like the crack. Once you get this crack
it's out.
It's done.
That was like the old Jordans and my first pair of Nikes were Bo Jackson cross trainers, and
I think it's all Nikes that have that hard shell kind of, not hard shell, but
what about Adidas, like the Stan Smiths?
Yeah, I mean, like those will crack too, but I don't know. Adidas like cracking, I don't feel like is as sad as Nike's cracking for some reason. I don't know why.
Troy says, "Well, I was gonna buy Perk, but now I know I need to invest in shoes instead." Well,
sorry.
So perkclothing.com, hit that code GPA-2021. The bots got our original GPA code, and they took advantage of the GPA code, unfortunately. So we're at GPA-2021.
What do you mean? What they do?
Well, the bots take it, and then they realize that like a bots had got it, and the bot was getting 20% off, and it wasn't the actual one from our code. Like our fans, they can track the origin story. Speaking of origin story, Sinead, so here's what happened. About 35 years ago, a young man is walking into a men's clothing store.
Is this you as like a 5-year-old?
No.
Okay.
This is the story of Perk.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Young man walks into a men's clothing store and he says, "I would like to find the most comfortable T-shirts that you have." Tried them on, all of them. Couldn't find it. Starts his own company. He was only 7 at the time, 8 years old.
No way.
Yeah, way.
It's insane.
It's insane. He started looking for cotton, all parts of the world, from the peaks of Everest to underneath.
Did he go to Kern County? Because they grow them right there.
They do, right here.
I love watching that. When I drive down the 5 and there's nothing around, but I'll watch that friggin' whatever contraption it is, just roll up the cotton.
Mm-hmm. Well, they started finding, they found the perfect cotton in parts unknown. Sinead.
Yeah, we don't know where they found it. So it wasn't in Kern County. Oh, okay.
They brought the cotton to an unknown factory, like Iron Man in the first Iron Man. He had a partner. Partner, unknown name.
Was the partner also 7 years old?
Correct.
Interesting.
When you're that age, you can find, people will give you cotton. They're like, I feel bad, whatever. These gentlemen then, like Mozart, like the Doogie Howser of clothing, they started spinning cotton, testing shirts, getting their young friends from kindergarten through the 3rd grade to start wearing these shirts. Can they withstand recess? Then their parents found out about what they were doing. Instead of going to school, they were making the world's most perfect shirt. Dad said, I'll invest in my young son's company. And that was in 1987. And it took years to get that perfect T-shirt to market. And here it is right now at perkclothing.com. Let me tell you, the chinos, the shirts, the woven cotton of it all. It'll blow your effing mind. This I promise you. What's Nils like to wear? Like a Henley? He seems like a T-shirt guy.
He's a T-shirt guy for sure.
Get him the pocket tee. Get him the daily tee.
Yeah.
I promise you.
He will love it.
Forever.
Yeah, he's a T-shirt snob.
I know you're not married.
I'm not.
But I promise you.
So does he really deserve a new T-shirt?
Get him a new T-shirt.
All right, I'll get him a new T-shirt.
He's going to drop down on one knee and propose on the spot.
They look soft. That's my favorite. When people look soft, I feel like that's really cute, you know? Like, I like to look comfortable and not just be comfortable. And if something is so comfortable that it doesn't just feel comfortable, but you actually look comfortable, that says a lot. You know?
See? And that's the point of Perk clothing, is to look comfortable. Because when you look comfortable, you feel comfortable.
And you're cute.
And hot. Let me tell you, I've been walking around in these shirts for the last 3 weeks. Woman came up to us at Costco. And was like, are you single? I was like, no, this. And she's like, well, I based solely on your shirt. I had to talk to you.
Yeah.
And then Amanda punched her.
Damn.
We got some poke and we left.
Oh, yeah. Poke at Costco?
Costco poke? Kaika introduced me to it.
Since when?
It's legendary.
Since when did they have poke at Costco?
I don't know. I just started going.
Last 5 years.
Oh, all right. Well, I haven't been there in 5 years, so that would make
Get your
sense.
head out
They
of
don't
your
have
ass
them
and
every
get
day,
there.
though.
Yeah.
Wait, so who's making it? Somebody sitting there making Pokeballs?
They make them. I think they make them in the back and they just bring them out.
See, like the rotisserie chicken.
I see.
Or
So
the
this is like
barbecue
fresh
ribs.
produce.
Yeah.
This isn't like a poke pop-up inside of Costco.
No.
Well, now
Do
we're
I need
talking.
to get a Costco membership?
Yes.
I used to have one.
Yes.
You should do it.
Yes.
But I used to have one, and then I have only ever been to Costco out in Illinois because the one time
Well, the ones
Nils
here
and
are-
I drove into the parking lot in Burbank, I should have known better.
Oh,
I
it's a
told you the
tough
story,
one.
right?
Yeah.
That it was like going to war. There were like people running in the parking lots, in the streets, and I looked at Nils's face, and he looked at me and he was like, I can't do this. And we left.
I'll tell you what. My introduction of Costco has been life-changing.
Really?
Oh,
And he
love it.
loves buying things in bulk.
Oh.
He's that person that like, I'm like, hey, babe, do you mind getting some toothpaste? And then
8
the next
piece-
day, Amazon shows up, and I open it, and it's like 12 toothpastes.
100%. I'm with Nils. I'm Team Nils on this one. What do you, Kaika? What do you
Josh,
got?
you're like the episode of Modern Family when they go to Costco for the first time. He's like, we need 20 of these toilet papers.
Yeah, that's Nils. He likes to have everything in bulk because he never changes his mind on anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why would we get 12 toothpaste? What if I want to try another toothpaste? He
What
goes,
are you, a crazy person?
that's what he's like, why would you want to try another toothpaste? I was like, well, maybe there's something better out there. And he
Is
was
there?
like, I don't know. How do you know if you don't try?
I've tried all kinds of toothpaste, Sinead. Mostly the
So have
least
I.
expensive
And
one.
you don't like to just try and see?
As long as all toothpaste is the same, I think, unless you get
No.
the crappy like organic one that just tastes like grass.
Have you had the Tom's one
Yeah,
that
it's the
tastes like
worst.
licorice? There's one that tastes like black licorice. Do you like black licorice though?
I'm a person There is 1% of the population that likes black licorice.
I like black licorice.
What?
It's my favorite. I'll
You
eat
and
it
my
every
dad
day.
should start a podcast called.
Nils likes black licorice too.
What?
It's
All three of you
genetic.
start
Do
a
you know
podcast.
that?
Is it?
It's genetic. Yeah.
Well, my brother and I fucking hate it.
It's genetic. Same with cilantro. Is genetic as well.
Oh, I would live for cilantro.
See, Nils is like, I don't know how you eat that. It tastes like garbage. And I'm like, it's cilantro.
It's perfect.
And he says it tastes like soap. And I looked online, and then that's the general consensus. People say it tastes like soap.
I think what we should do in the Shenasty perfume line is we start a cilantro.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you are wearing cilantro, because it does kind of have a sexy name. Like I would drive a Chevy Cilantro.
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, I mean, it's very close to a lot of car names already.
Totally. Yeah. It's a green car. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Shenasty. In the Shenasty line is we get the cilantro. And then when you go and you meet somebody for the first time, like, oh, what are you wearing? That's how you know don't worry about it.
That's right.
Because you could have, you don't have to worry about Nils anymore. He wouldn't even been in the picture.
It's true. It's so true.
Could have got rid of him well before all of this happened. I love
Damn.
Nils. He's the best. Kingsport Cal times in a super chat. Shenasty be stomping in her Air Force Ones. Thanks, Cal. Jersey Girl Lori says, I'm not one to give up without a fight. GPA has to move or look different? Fine. The home of the GPA is where we are. I'm in 100% to do whatever we have to do to keep things going. Use us, the members, for the legwork. Who's with me? Thank you, Jersey Girl Lori, for the very generous super chat. Listen, I'm going to take the channel. I mean, I'm not taking it. It's been my channel all along. And Mark and Ken have their channels. I'm going to do the positivity report as often as I can from my home. As you know, whatever. Rosie, Amanda, it will look vastly different. I will tell you what, it'll look more like a positivity report, like I'm in my room and you guys get to just hang out with me for an hour. Will I stream Sinead in? Whenever she's available, 100%. Will I stream anybody else in? Probably not.
Yay!
It's just Sinead.
Good
And
answer.
yeah, and so I want to keep doing this because I know that over the last year we have really created an amazing community here. Everybody's very kind to one another. If you're not kind to one another, you've been booted for life. So they're gone.
I
Goodbye.
know, it's just funny the way you said that. Everyone's kind to one another, and if you weren't, you got kicked out.
Goodbye.
It
Okay?
sounded so like positive.
I don't need you.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Adrian M. chimes in with the super chat. Sad about the GPA news. You are my favorite channel on YouTube. Good luck in whatever is next. I look forward to the positivity report every day. Hey, listen, if you guys look forward to me doing this show, I'm going to continue to do it. It's an hour of my time. Just try and put smiles on faces. And we may not have made millions of dollars on this show, but we hopefully put them on millions of smiles over the last year. All together, put it all together.
I say you make the positivity report a playlist, and then you start vlogging your and Rosie's daddy-daughter journey.
Whoa.
Yeah, on a different
like
playlist.
That. Okay.
I'll watch the hell out of that.
Me and Rosie.
Yeah, you guys are so funny together because you have the same face.
Yeah, we are pretty funny
So
together.
cute.
Michael Kautzer, thank you, Michael Kautzer. A supercharge for a super fan. Thank you, Michael. Michael Kautzer is getting the nighttime backdrop.
Nice.
And Anke Von Doren is getting the positivity report backdrop. They've direct messaged me on Instagram. I just need to figure out how much it's going to cost to send it to you guys. Send me the shipping, and it's all yours. Ikaika with the Hawaiian Hunt.
We got some Streamlabs.
Oh, we do. Hit it.
Stefan Van Schaik, a big one. Would have become a bucket member again this year, so here's my membership to help you guys.
Oh, man, thank you so
days.
much. I appreciate that.
And Jenny Lawson, another big one.
Jenny Yoga.
Thank you, Josh, Ken, Mark Riley, and crew for the encouragement and positivity during my yoga teacher training and life.
Wow.
I am now getting a permanent position teaching chair yoga once a week.
Whoa.
Nice.
The GPA has
There you go.
my support no matter what. Much love.
Yay, congrats.
Choga?
Awesome.
Do you call it choga? Chair yoga? Because I called bro yoga broga, and people seem to enjoy that one.
What makes you think I would know the answer to this of all of your friends? Come on.
Sinead, you literally told me the way to get abs is just stretch a little bit in the morning. You funking psycho.
I said to stretch because your muscles need to be warmed up in order for them to get the best workout. I wasn't like, all you have to do is just reach up and stretch, and then you get abs.
Okay, got it.
I will listen
I've only
to her.
done hot. I've only done hot yoga. I've never done like yoga, but it's because I have a bad back.
Right. But
So
it
then I
doesn't-
just like after a while I'm like, you know.
Haskell 420 says in a super chat, thank you so much. Before Ikaika goes, you must do one more chicken break. Oh, it's happening. And it's happening tomorrow. Okay?
What, you guys gonna go get chicken bakes?
Yeah. at Costco.
I know.
It's the best thing
chicken
ever.
bakes are bomb.
You should join us.
You know what tastes
I have
really?
to work tomorrow. I need to get a
I'll
membership.
dedicate tomorro's chicken bake to Sinead DeFries.
Wait, so how do I get? Do I have to
Shebake
go there to
DeFries.
get?
Oh, come on! Let's go! Let's go!
It's ridiculous.
Sorry. Yeah, it's an idiot.
Do I have to go to Costco to get a membership, or can I do it online?
I think you have to go there. Ikaika?
You have to go. So you, when
Oh,
you walk, you
great.
go on the left side, and then people will be like, "Oh, where's your card?" You'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get one," and they tell you which line
What-
to go to. Because there's a return line, and then there's a line for getting new cards.
What if I give you my card and I just use Amanda's card, and then I can get the points from your purchases?
Well, that would be a great idea because you'd get so many points
Yeah.
because we buy so much freaking groceries because we cook every night, every
right.
single night,
Right,
right?
right,
You guys
right.
do too, though,
Of
right?
course, yeah. I mean, easy 5 times a week.
Yeah. So we.
Once on the weekends, no, and then once during the week, maybe we'll get some.
Yeah, like sometimes we'll eat out, but we
Yeah.
cook for the most part, and so.
Eating out? What the hell's that?
I
You think I can
know.
do that with Rosie? You're out of your
No,
mind.
No.
Yeah.
But don't they check your ID?
No, they just check your card.
But doesn't it say Josh Macuga on it?
Yeah, but Amanda shopped with my card before.
That's
many
true.
a time.
So they check your card, but they don't check your ID because in Illinois you have to show ID sometimes.
Ikaika Shively, can you confirm or deny this?
So sometimes if you're the first person to get it, they'll take a picture of you and they'll put that on the card.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll ask for that, but rarely do they.
Mhm.
And then when I wanted a card, they just gave me a card. I didn't have to take a picture of it, and so I just showed the card.
Also, I could be like, "This is my husband, and if you ask me any more questions, like you're invading my privacy. Let
just
me
call
shop."
me. I'd be like, "It's my wife, damn it!" And
Yeah.
Amanda's like, "Wait, what?"
That I don't know how they did that in Illinois, but they were like, 'cause Illinois, they're
Yeah.
bored, you know. They have nothing to do over there apparently, so they have to ruin everybody's Costco dreams. I'd always be like, "It's my mother. I live with her. What do you expect?"
Get out of here.
And they'd be like, "Okay, well, next time you need to bring." I'm like, "It's my mom. I'm 16. Let me shop."
Just take my money.
Yeah.
Hannah, we got a super chat, but Hannah Ormsby says, "I'm so sad that this is the last episode. It has been a horrible week for me." It's not the last episode. We have a month left of programming here to get through. Uncle Von Doren says, "I love you guys. Whatever you're going to do, I'm there. Love from the Netherlands, and thank you for everything." No, thank you, Anka. There's been a lot of people that we didn't know going into the Good People Association, and a lot of people came in, either Shinedown fans or fans of friends of fans, whatever. And you guys have all become like this amazing little family every single day for me, and it brightens my day.
I feel like you made a lot of friends in the Netherlands.
I did.
Obviously, that makes me happy because I'm Dutch. But
Little piece of Dutch.
Yeah, but I just feel like you're always talking about your friends from the Netherlands. Also, I
Anke
had
van
that
Doren.
Dutch beer. I tried that Dutch beer.
And
it was great.
Anke Van Doren sent it.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
Anke? Beer's great.
Beer's
Also,
great.
I saved the bottle because I thought the bottle was so cute.
Yeah.
Now it's on my windowsill.
Boom. And Nils loves it. We also got
course.
another super chat. So Hannah, stick around. We're gonna go live every day that we can for the rest of time on this channel. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Okay. If I can go live in the morning and be with all of you, I'm going to be live. So don't unsubscribe. Make sure you keep the bell on. Any super chat Streamlabs after we end the Good People Association will help support my family forever. And me putting smiles on your faces will brighten my day. And that's the most important thing to me, is putting smiles on your faces. That's all I've ever wanted to do. And unfortunately, I didn't get to put enough smiles on enough people's faces. But the people that I did, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Unfortunately, a lot of things on YouTube are fueled by hate, and I refused to do that. And so all of you people in here are amazing people. Had I made a hate channel like Why I Hate Star Wars, probably had 17 million subscribers at this point. I don't wanna
Also,
do
why
that.
would you ever make a channel like that?
Idiots. One channel I just wanted just a playlist of me doing lightsaber stuff.
Yeah, do it.
Big Lou's Workshop, the legend, sending some positive vibes from Florida. Weight loss challenge was a huge part of keeping me motivated over the past months. Always find the good and stay positive. Thanks, Big Lou. Big Lou, I texted you on Instagram. I need you to find me people to get rid of this wood. I do not want to throw away the wood. I want people to take some of this wood and take it to their home. I know Daniel Medina was asking his wife if he could take the bar. The bar is yours, Daniel, if you want it. Unless you want. Do you want it for your backyard?
No, but
Here, huh?
I would take wood. Also, you can find so many people in LA who will take wood.
Okay.
You know?
Mark Riley's taking some of this brick. If anybody wants some of this brick, you can take it.
What do you mean? The brick was in here?
No, I made all this.
Is it real brick?
No, it's that faux brick.
What is faux brick?
See? It's like a thin piece of laminate that's brick.
Wow, Did you guys know
You've been
that?
doing shows here for like a year.
Wow.
Did you guys know that?
Yes.
No,
I
not
think.
you. I'm asking them.
Oh, did the people know that?
Now that I'm looking at it, I do see the seam.
See? Yeah. Seam.
Yeah, I see this. I seam the seam.
This one, which you guys don't see, because there's like I mismeasured.
That was a little bit obvious because it's cut right through the fake brick.
Here's the best one. For the wall, the GPA wall over here with the neon sign, I built a wall and then it wasn't, I had to put more 2x4s in there to hang the neon sign. And Ken is pounding hands, almost steps through the wall. And I was like, Ken, that's enough. Mark Riley didn't even try. There was no way I was putting a hammer in that guy's hand. I put a paintbrush in his hand. It was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever watched.
Really? That's
Yes.
so sad.
First time I meet Mr. and Mrs. Riley, I'd be like, what are you, teach your kids funking manual labor so that later in life, they understand what to do. Okay. Hannah Ormsby says, for a super chat, thank you. I'll stick around always for you guys. Thanks, Hannah. Sebastian Afila, the legend who made the Kickstarter possible. You know, you always have a grill full of asado down here. Do you know what asado is? It's just like grilled meat over an open flame. It looks amazing.
Asado?
Yeah, it's Uruguayan.
Wow. That sounds delicious.
Uruguayan. They're also famous for their dulce de leche. Ikagashai of the Hawaiian Hunk, Prince of the Islands, Low Hot Friday, the champion of the weight loss challenge.
Sinead, a Gold Star membership at Costco is $60 annually. You can do that.
Dude, that's nothing.
Or if you want the executive membership, which is the shit one, as in it is the shit, $120.
So that's the one we did.
And you get 2% rewards back on your
Boom.
purchases.
Yep.
So
What
at
does
the end
that
of the year,
mean?
you get a paycheck of 2% of everything you spent.
You get it. They send you a check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go and spend it at Costco.
These
Like,
stores.
My
are just
dad
doing
buys so
the
much at
most.
Costco, he'll
Yep.
get like a check and it's like a couple $100. It's like, oh yeah.
Dude, I would buy so much at Costco. Mostly because I remember growing up, my mom used to buy cheese, and it was like,
Oh
in
my
this
God.
bag.
You know how much cheese I have in my house? I bought 2 of those bags. It's been in there for months. It still tastes good.
Yeah, she would freeze it all the time.
Oh, freeze the cheese.
Duh.
Sinead DeFreeze.
Sinead. Sinead, you're blowing my mind. Yeah, she
Sinead
would separate
DeFreeze?
it out. She would separate it out into smaller baggies, and then you freeze it. You know, my parents have like a separate They had a separate freezer back then too, but they have
In
a
the garage,
separate.
the garage freezer.
Yeah, they have a garage freezer right now, and it literally looks like we could be like a family of serial killers.
Yes.
Because it's just like animals and all different kinds of animals, and it's the entire animal, you know?
We bought a whole cow the one year from 4-H.
Oh, yeah.
And the little girl was crying as my dad basically took her cow and then had it slaughtered. It was a low moment in our family, but we had hamburgers and steaks and everything for probably
Why
2.5
did
years.
you have to take the little girl's cow?
Because we bought the cow not knowing who owned the cow. You get it, they bring it out in auction, out in the
Oh my God, that's making my heart hurt. So,
and then
so what was she doing? How old was she?
10.
Oh wow, you guys are going to hell.
I know. It was so sad. We sat in the car in silence on the way home. And because the girl's like, thank you for buying my cow. Because the family makes money. It's like a thing.
This is the worst story you have ever told
we
me.
had it in the
You come in here, you say all you want to do is put smiles on people's faces.
I know, it's so sad. I'm sorry.
That is so depressing.
Yeah.
How old is she now? She's probably how old are
35.
you?
I was 6.
Okay, so yeah, she's just a few years younger than you.
Or older, I think. 'cause I
Or
was
older?
6.
Oh, she was
It's like
10.
45 at this
Great,
point.
so she's 45 years old,
Still
and I
remembered it.
guarantee you she has not forgotten about the time that mean family took her
This
cow.
is what the kids do. They get their infant, like farmers' kids, and then they take it to 4-H and they sell it to support the family.
I get it. I understand. It's just so sad.
It is. I'm not saying it wasn't sad. What I'm saying is that it's taken me this long of being friends with you to realize that, yes, Shinasti perfume, cilantro, the scent, great ideas. The fact that we don't have Sinead de cheese, the only cheese brought to you by Sinead de Vries,
What kind of cheese would it be?
and then a Sinead de freezer to put your Sinead de cheese in.
Yeah, Sinead de freezer for your Sinead
It's
de
clearly
cheese.
a Wisconsin cheddar made in Illinois, or a South African Parmesan from the beautiful cows of South Africa.
A Wisconsin cheddar made in Illinois.
Yes.
All right. Well, if it's a Wisconsin anything cheese-wise, I will eat it.
Don't take this the wrong way. Probably an un-PC thing to say. It's like a darker cheddar. It's not a white cheddar.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Got it?
Yes.
And it's got a little bit of sass to it, a little bit of bite.
Like it's one of those sharp ones.
It's a sharp friggin'
but maybe
cheddar.
there's like a note of like some sort of spice in it.
Correct. Maybe a cilantro. Or what's your favorite thing to grow in your garden?
Oh my God, everything.
Okay.
I like everything.
It comes straight from the garden. The flavor is from the garden. The cow is from a little girl that Sinead bought a cow from.
No.
She didn't murder the cow. She just took the milk. The little girl milks it for her, sends her the cheese, and then in Sinead the Cheese headquarters outside of Chicago, Illinois, that beautiful Wisconsin cheddar, or maybe we shipped a cow from South Africa. And it's the first South African cheddar made from Wisconsin cheese in Illinois.
Okay, that's great. I like where all of this is going. This is fantastic ideas.
GPACharity, the Hawaiian hunk, the Prince of the Islands.
Have you heard about her seasonal company?
No.
Sinead Skis.
Whoa! 2 planks, 1 sass. Sinead Skis.
I can't ski.
Sinead de Febreze, the only scent that Shenasty is sprayed from on your couch or anything you need to really
I
freshen
do
up
love
your home.
Febreze.
Boom!
Like a
Sinead
lot.
Febreze. Sinead DeBreeze.
Debris.
She has
If you married Drew Breeze, your name would be it would be Sinead DeFreeze Breeze.
Yeah, that would be funny. Or yeah, no, that would.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna marry Drew Brees though.
Yeah.
Why do you think she beat you in arm wrestling? Sinead to squeeze.
Oh! Why do you think she's really good at drinking Capri Suns? Sinead to squeeze.
I was like, where's this going?
Sinead to squeeze. Squeeze it out. Some of the cheddar, some of the Sinead to cheese could come in a squeezable pouch.
No.
Sorry for yelling. No,
we
you don't want that.
do squeezy cheese.
Sorry. Mike Rod says, thanks for everything, Josh. I'm not going anywhere. Whatever comes, I'm here for it. Thanks, Mike Rod. You legend. Man, I'm telling you what, we should have just had one giant Punderdome. Kelly would have been really confused.
She would have. She would have.
Yeah, your sister could manage your whole cheese account.
Yeah, honestly,
A cheese influencer.
If
Sorry for yelling. I keep
a
yelling.
cheese influencer, yeah. If I don't make it in this career, then I have a backup, and that's really important. Everybody should have a backup, you know?
Harrison deserves to be raised on a farm. The Sinead to Cheese farm.
I
The
do
to
love
cheese
farms.
Farm. I know.
I love farms.
The smell does get it, though. Like, it can get to your nose.
But I don't like farms to slaughter cows.
Just milk them.
Especially when they belong to other people.
That was a dark moment for the Macuga family. It was introduced to my dad by the wrestling coach of Pittsburgh, who was his really good buddy. And he was like, if you have a big family, people are always coming over. Sunday sauce takes a lot of meat. He was like, let's go buy a cow. It's way cheaper. So we went to this thing. I don't think my parents realized you were buying it from a human. You were buying, like, supporting the 4-H, which was like, here's a cow. But then you meet the kid. It was terrifying. We never did that again as a family.
What? So she was crying?
Sobbing.
Oh my God.
Sobbing.
It's so effing sad.
I know.
The way she was-
I know. It's
You
a
were-
sad day here at the
Wait,
Plus
so-
Studio Report.
So she was sobbing. What was the cow's name? Did she name it? I bet she named it.
I don't remember
What
that part.
10-year-old wouldn't name
I
their
don't know.
cow?
In that same year, Sinead, we had a really rough year as a Macuga family. Let me tell you what. We buy that cow. Our family scarred for life. My mom got in the car livid. She broke that little girl's heart. Right? I blame the parents. But you got to learn something as a kid, like loss is important, I guess. I don't know. But my mom was livid.
I'm sure her parents don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is like their livelihood. This is what they do.
Listen, the
I'm-
dad like butchers horses.
Right. I'm sure that this was a thing that happened all the time in their family, but it's just hard to be on the outside of that when you don't know that business to understand, how you would give your kid all these cows to take care of and then send her to go sell them off to be slaughtered.
One of my best friends from college, and still to this day, married into a pig farming family from Illinois. Okay. The night I met the dad, I shook his hand, and his hands were they were so strong. So like one of the most handsome men ever. I was like, you sure you don't want to be a model? Like for Carhartt or something? Pig farmer. My buddy from the suburbs of Pittsburgh, right? He was my roommate in college. He's a skinnier dude, not exactly known as like a manual labor type. More of a Mark Riley kind of type, right? And I love you, Mark. he went and like worked the pig farm for a day, and the whole family, everybody's family, because his parents are best friends with my parents. Like, how'd that pig farming go? He's like, it was real bad. Like, I don't think that the family was really excited who the daughter was marrying. The daughter's a doctor, got off the pig farm. So you're just witnessing slaughter all of the time. You're slaughtering pigs. You're sending them off to slaughter. You live on a pig farm. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, no.
Middle of Pennsylvania, where Penn State is, you just smell dairy farms because it's an agricultural school. It was founded as an agricultural school. Getting used to that smell, it's not tough.
It's not
easy. I mean,
it's not easy to get used to that smell.
no.
Is it like the Coalinga smell when you drive
Yes,
past that?
correct. When you're driving up the 5 and you smell that, yeah, it's bad.
That smell is
Terrifying.
putrid.
Yes. My buddy moved to a town called Visalia, California, which is the agricultural capital of the world. Okay. When I got out to meet him to then drive to Tahoe, I got out of my car. I was like, what does that smell? I was like, nah, yeah, you get used to it. I don't want to get used to it.
I don't want to get used to that.
I'm good.
Also, up on the 5, they have all those free-range cows that are just like all over the hills. And then you get to that one section where all the cows are just crammed in there. Yeah,
Little girl
exactly.
crying.
Yeah, that's literally after seeing
Terrifying.
that and how smelling that. I don't think I've eaten non-free range anything since. I'm dead serious.
Kyle
that was
Harlow
like a few
says-
years ago.
Kleenex by Sinead to Sneeze.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's a
good.
one.
Pretty good. We got a couple super chats. King Pork Cal. In the future, I will miss calling everyone a legend. I was hoping this would stick. I love the look of the studio. You guys went all out, and I was impressed. I'm happy and sad. Thanks, King's Pork Cal. Very generous of you. Brian Jackson, Mr. McClunky, thanks for the free smiles and giggles. You all did a lot for this chat community in these hard times. Cheers to you all. Thank you, Brian Jackson, Mr. McClunky. All the support matters. Thank you all so very much. Anyway, so we murder that cow. And about 4 months later, we decide for the first time as a family, we're going to go chop down a Christmas tree. Now,
Wow, you guys are just doing all the things.
The farm stuff, right? And that was the first and last time the Macugas went to chop down a Christmas tree. A lot of arguing. It was very much like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think it was the same winter that movie came out.
You went to go chop it down yourselves?
A tree.
Like you took axes?
Correct. We got on a hay ride, and they took us out to where the trees were, and you had to pick your one and then saw it down. And then they took it back in the hay ride. You put it on your car. You drove it home.
Wow.
Now,
Interesting.
as you know, Josh Macuga, not exactly known for his restraint. Would that be the word?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of an idiot sometimes, right? So there's a stream where we go to get the Christmas tree, and it's frozen over, and there's a kid out on the stream, and I was like, I'm going out there. My dad's like, don't go out on the ice, it's gonna break. I was like, Dad, it's like 20 degrees outside, and the ice is fine. I fell directly into the pond.
Oh my God.
Up to like right around my wiener because I was a little kid. We had to rush to the hospital. Thank God I didn't get frostbite. Mom and Dad still talk about it. Like every time we go by a stream, my mom will grab my arm. She was not pleased by it. We're in the car.
So you didn't get your Christmas tree?
Oh no, we had to run back to the thing. We didn't get any kind of Christmas tree. Had to buy it from like a Boy Scout lot later in the week. I think my parents are most just excited that I didn't lose a foot.
Or your ween.
Or my ween, for that
Yeah.
matter. Can you get frostbite of the ween? Probably.
I'm sure you can.
Anyway, Macuga's it wasn't a great year
That was
in
the
1989.
same year, huh?
89 was the rough year for
I love that you were
Macugas.
like, I saw a kid out there, and I was like, I'm going out there.
If
Obviously.
that kid's out there,
Obviously, I'm going out there.
my brother, the smart one of the family, is like, I don't think you should jump in there, dude. I was like, F off.
Isn't the
I'm
difference
good.
between you guys only like a couple years?
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben, the smart one. Josh, Ben would calculate, just like Big Lou said, measure twice, cut once. I'm like, measure a half. I'm like, that's fine. Yeah,
That's kind of how I am too. Like there's a recipe and Nils will follow exactly, and I'll just be like, great, and I put it down. And then he'd be like, this is so salty. I'm like, oh yeah. And he's like, I put the recipe. I'm like, well, I skimmed it and then I closed it and I put it away. And I'm just like, I'll just put more rice in yours. It'll spread the salt around.
Even it out. Kingspark Cal says, frostbite ween? Yep.
That is a horrifying thought too.
Michael Calter says, where does Josh find these stories? I lived them. It's my life. Without these stories, I am not who I am.
You have some pretty good stories.
Thanks. Ben Macuga, though, calculated, thought before he did stuff, right? Josh Macuga, let's buy the BB gun and then shoot at your friends in the yard. And then the friend goes to the hospital with a BB gun in his leg, right? Let's get the trampoline and move it to the side of the house and then jump off the chimney And then the trampoline gets broken into pieces, and my dad sawed it with giant scissors. He's like, that's enough of this. You idiots. I gave you one chance. And Ben was always like, it wasn't me. And 99% of the time, it wasn't Ben.
Yeah, your parents were like, we know, Ben.
Yeah.
We know.
Ben comes up to me junior year of high school. No, sorry, his senior year as a sophomore. Right? He's like, you having a party at the house on Friday? I was like, yeah. He's like, you didn't want to tell me? I was like, oh, I didn't think you'd show. He's like, I live there.
That's so funny.
It's like, Mom and Dad are going to kill you. He's like, nobody's going to show up. I had to turn away like 70 people off my friend party. Like, nobody can be here. Sorry, guys. I just want to have a small get together. And then the cop showed up one time, and my parents got like, we told you no parties. I was like, I was having a barbecue. Clearly not a party. It was just a barbecue.
It's not
a party. It's not. Oh, man. Big Lou's Workshop says, like John Lennon said, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Sure. You weren't going to answer that one?
I was just listening and reflecting.
Give us a Sinead DeFries, Josh Macuga style story. You got anything?
Yeah.
This is why Sinead and I like long lost brother sister kind of a thing. Sinead, Jocelyn Davis and I, long lost brother sister thing. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we just moved to the States, and we were in Georgia in Atlanta.
Whoa.
So we moved from South Africa to Atlanta. Okay. My dad came here for a job at a law firm, and so he was waiting to figure out what firm, like what office he was going to be transferred to. Obviously, ultimately, we ended up moving to Chicago. Okay. So, anyways, so we're in this hotel.
And you're what, like 7?
I was
8.
We moved on January 18th. My birthday's on the 23rd. So I was 6, but basically 7.
Turning 7. Got it.
So it takes 2 days to get here, right? Or it takes a day, I guess, because we're behind time-wise. So it takes a day to get here. So give or take, it's like January 21st. All right? So basically 7. Anyways, so we've been in this hotel for a couple days, and
it's you and KDV.
Actually, this might have been like a few weeks later, actually. So yeah, 7.
Okay.
So because we started going to school there in Atlanta. We went to school for like 4 weeks, and then we left.
I'm Sinead DeFries.
Yeah, that was where the American accent was born, because they didn't understand anything I was saying.
It's the prawns.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, so we're in this hotel. We meet this other family who just so happens to be South African.
Whoa.
Yeah, we lucked out.
Were they from Cape Town? Or?
No. They were white.
Johannesburg?
Yeah, they were a white family, but you know, when you're like so shell shocked.
Oh my God, I can't imagine.
Yeah, and they were so sweet and so nice, and they had a little kid that was my age. Ramon. His name was Ramon.
Ramon.
Yeah, we called him Ramon, obviously. And so, anyways.
Hey, Ramon.
Ramon.
Hey, Ramon.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
He and I are running around like wreaking havoc. First of all, the hotel people hated us.
Yes.
So I had noticed all of the fire alarms on the walls, and I thought they were really interesting because I hadn't seen anything like that. Maybe
there's no fire alarms in South Africa.
There are, but like I hadn't seen like so many or like whatever, you know, just they looked a little bit different. And I was really interested, and I just wanted to know what happened when you pulled it. And I knew that you weren't supposed to do that. So I was like, Ramon, come here.
Oh, no. Poor Ramon. This is like me murdering that kid's cow.
So I said, I heard that if you pull this fire alarm, sweets will come out, like candy, right?
And did he have a crush on you? Was Ramon, like, how old was Ramon? Was he
like,
same age?
No, he was like 6.
Oh, okay. So
So
you were the
we're
bully.
like a year apart.
Okay.
But I was very domineering and bossy as a child. You know,
What?
everybody listened to everything I said.
Surely you jest.
And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, you have to pull that so we can eat some candy. Anyways, he proceeds to pull the fire alarm. Now, the hotel that we were staying at was huge.
Oh, no.
Like, I'm talking like thousands of people.
Was it one of those places that, like, there was you know, like the hotels were,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
no.
okay.
Like the embassy suites type thing.
Yes, yeah.
No, it wasn't like that,
Okay.
but it was a really nice hotel, and it was humongous.
Yeah.
Okay, so he pulls the fire alarm, and the entire hotel evacuates.
Oh, no.
All the fire brigades, police, everything. My mom said as soon as she heard the fire alarm go off, she was like, damn it.
Sinead.
She knew. She said she opened the door and she can still picture my face, right? Because after he pulled it, I just was like, I left that little bitch behind. I went like sprinting
Poor
down the
Ramon.
hallway. I went sprinting down the hallway. She said she can still see my face like, like terrified, like so scared because it's so loud.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was running down the hallway and she was like, get in here. And our family and Ramon's family, the only two rooms that did not evacuate.
Oh, guilty
Because
as
we
charged.
knew it was fake. And all I remember vaguely is looking out the window and seeing this man in a robe running down with all of his luggage. He looked like he had his shower had been interrupted.
Oh, no.
He is like
no.
running, okay, barefoot, big fluffy fuzzy towel robe with like giant luggage running, and all I picture is just seeing him run down the sidewalk, and me looking at the window being like, this is bad. This is really, really bad.
So?
It's the worst part about all of this. Is that I blame the entire thing on
Kelly.
Ramon.
Oh, no, Ramon. The
I was
scapegoat.
like, I had nothing to do with it. Never said anything about it. Didn't even know what it was. Didn't know he was going to
no.
do that. He got beat with a wooden spoon.
What? What? Sinead?
He got beat with a wooden spoon that night. Okay. It took me maybe 2 years to finally tell the truth.
And Ramon was long gone by then.
Oh, yeah. And I was reading a Full House book when Stephanie Tanner lies to her dad, and then it takes her the whole book. And so at this point, I'm like 9. I'm like in 3rd or 4th grade. And I'm just reading this book, and I'm just like, I got to tell the truth. So I told my mom, and I started sobbing. She's like, it's okay. You've held on to this secret for this long. And she was like, I kind of always had a feeling you must have had something to do with it. Yeah. And then she was like, wow, Ramon must hate you. And I was like, oh, yeah. We still talk about it. We talked about it like a few months ago. My mom was like, do you ever think? I was like, dude, if that kid ever saw me again, I better run.
Yep.
Because I made his life. He got in so much trouble. And I just remember I went to me and my sister went to their room like the next day, and they were like, Ramon can't come and play.
Ramon's
and
dead.
I looked, and his dad had a spoon in his hand. They had 2 brothers, and they had their names written on the spoons.
Oh,
and I mean, like
that is
like a
insanity.
soup spoon.
South Africa is like a ladle.
No, it wasn't a ladle. It's like one of those long, like just a stirring.
Yes,
you know.
Yeah. For the sauce.
Not a serving, the stirring one.
Stirring.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they had put a couple holes in there too to get some extra.
Some
Anyways, I'm
wind
sure
resistance.
that kid. Maybe one day I'll reach out to him find him on the
Ramon.
gram. and
What
be
if
like,
Ramon was watching right now? Would that be like the most amazing thing
That would
ever?
be the most amazing. And he's like, I knew that little bitch looked familiar.
If anybody knows a Ramon and or a Ramon that may have moved here from South Africa and lived in a hotel in the Atlanta area in around 1998.
I don't even know. I think their family might have moved again. Like, I think they moved countries. But we got WOD viewers on the other side.
Yeah. Speaking of other countries, Charles Mellinson says, you are all awesome, GPA for life from Nova Scotia, Canada.
That's right.
I got to get up to Nova Scotia. There's a golf course like area. It's
Isn't
called
it like 4
Cabot
degrees
Links.
there?
Oh, yeah.
all
You
the
got
time?
it. Basically, you have 1 month to play golf, and you got to run up there and play it. But Nova Scotia is one of the only provinces of Canada I've never been to.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, I want to get to Nova Scotia. Been to Ontario and Quebec, Saskatchewan, Manitoba,
That's
Alberta.
cool. Manitoba.
I've been to British Columbia. Well, I've never been to like the Yukon or the Northwest Territories. I don't know.
I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts that are set in Canada.
Oh, Canadian murder still the same as
Yeah, and
American
like
murder?
they have a serious issue with Indigenous women up there.
Oh yeah, I listened to that whole thing about the Indigenous kids being murdered by the priests.
Oh God, yeah, no,
That's
I
not
did,
good.
but yeah, no, they have a serious problem up there with that, and especially in those rural areas. But Canada's huge too.
Nothing good happens in the woods. I'm putting it on a shirt.
No,
Don't ever go there. Stop going there. Did you see that thing where that little girl was kidnapped on a camping trip, and then 2 weeks later they found her in that house near the camping place? Somebody had kidnapped her in Australia. Her name was Chloe. It happened yesterday. They found her.
they found her.
They found her after 2 weeks. She'd been in this thing, and he was like, Mom, don't go camping. Stop it.
Wait, so they find the guy who kidnapped her?
Yes, they found him. It was a bad house.
Wait, he was in the house there
Yes.
too? Oh my God. How old was she?
Like 6.
That is horrible.
She told some kid at a campsite to pull the fire alarm, then she got kidnapped. Poor Ramon. Oh, man. Well, Sinead, as always, this pleasure's all on this side of the table. Are you going to be here next Thursday, do you think?
What is the date of next Thursday?
It'll be the 11th of November.
I do believe that I will be here.
Okay.
I'm going to South Africa. Did I tell you that?
Where to win?
On the 17th.
Of November?
Yeah, I have to go.
No way.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
I have to go to South Africa on the 17th. I'll be back on the...
December, like the 15th?
No,
So-
I'll be back on the 30th of November.
So-
It's a quick trip. Quick trip.
Do they do Thanksgiving in South Africa?
No, why
No.
would they do
don't know.
Thanksgiving?
I don't know. Like people, they take holidays.
You
And then
thought
move into
after the
places.
Mayflower got here, they decided to just keep traveling and go to...
Oh, no, you know. Here you go there.
No, they don't do Thanksgiving.
Could you get me something from South Africa?
Sure, what would you like?
I don't know. What should I have?
I don't
Like,
know.
I want something like legitimate from South Africa. Something maybe I could wear.
Well, it's summer there,
Right.
remember.
Okay.
So when I go, it's going to be summer.
Yeah.
So,
Like a comfortable South African, like vintage looking T-shirt.
sure.
Are you going to Cape Town or Johannesburg?
Cape Town.
That's where your family's from.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Why would
I
I
don't
go all the way to South Africa just to go to Joburg?
Like if you see something,
My whole family lives in Cape Town.
well, we're in Joburg. Come on. Just if you see something you think like, oh, maybe Josh would like that.
Okay, I can do that.
Nothing breakable. I don't want to put you out. Like if your suitcase is already packed, it could be something small.
Oh, no, that's fine. Kelly and I are both taking carry-ons.
Okay.
And my mom's going too.
Oh,
All three of us. My mom's going soon,
Goodness.
though. My mom's going on Monday. My
What?
sister and I are going on the 17th.
Ikakashab, the Hawaiian Hunk, Prince of the Islands, Aloha Friday.
Sorry, I just googled cool things to buy from South Africa. Guess what was one of the first things that popped up?
A shark.
Shark
Wooden
tooth.
spoons.
Whoa! No, that's the beating spoon for Ramon.
That's
Poor
tight.
Ramon. Oh man, I can now just see him like they're in this hotel, and you're like, "It was the girl. Stop blaming the girl." Whack, whack. Did you like my South African there? Is that any good?
It was horrible, but
Oh,
I still
fuck.
liked it.
I've watched that Hansi Cronje documentary twice now.
I watched it.
Did you watch it?
Yes,
Crazy
I
story,
watched
right?
it that night.
Did
I was
you?
like, okay, well, anyways, Josh told me about this documentary. We're going to watch it. Yeah, Nils and I watched it.
And he likes cricket, right?
Yes.
I've put a bunch of.
You know how many times? It was a bad idea to watch that with him. Do you know how many times the damn docuseries got paused so that he could explain something to me?
Can Nils come over? I just want to like watch cricket with him.
Yeah, I was like, babe, can we do this during a cricket game?
Yeah.
Like, this is not the time to do this.
Right.
But he was like, after we got done, he goes, babe, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I was like, what? He's like, you finally are just as into cricket as I am. And I looked at him, I was like, I don't know what you think just happened in the past 45 minutes. Yeah, he knows it all. Like,
I want
he's
it.
a whiz
So
when it comes to this.
you know, one of the expansion packs we did for Futility is Put Me In Coach, the semi-athletic card pack. And I started after watching that documentary, I started writing like cricket cards about Americans trying to learn about cricket.
Yeah.
Because then after I watched the documentary, I was like, there's going to be a cricket club of California. Well, not in Los Angeles. It's like pretty far away. But I want to like learn to play cricket. Because first of all, it looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, it's like 3 days of sports. That sounds amazing. I'm like,
It's
babe, I'm out for
many,
3 days.
Yeah, it's so long. It's like so many sports in one.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Obviously, it's like baseball, right?
I've heard.
And then
Then I've heard when I say that to a cricket person because
baseball
hate
is baseball comes from cricket.
Right.
It's not the other way around.
Right.
People just assume that. They just assume baseball is the first sport of all time.
well, because we're from America, Sinead.
I know.
Okay,
I know. But
fire
it's
alarms
insane.
originated here.
I know. It's insane because like cricket definitely was played a long,
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Look at the rules. You should be able to tell that
idiot.
it was one of the first sports because sometimes none of it makes any sense. I'm just like, why did we choose to do it this way? Who chose to do it this way? But it's
Origin
actually
stories.
really interesting because it's kind of like baseball, and then it's got like almost an idea of like a very
Rundown?
childlike.
Isn't like rundown or you're like running back and
Yeah,
forth,
they have to
right?
run back and forth, and like it's got like a childlike aspect to it as well. It's got a little bit of like bocce ball too.
Okay, because it's a hard ball, right? Like
Yeah.
rubbery. It's like hard.
Yeah, I'm
isn't
pretty
it?
sure someone like died from being hit by a cricket ball.
Can't wait. Because cricket and curling, 2C sports, very much I'm interested in. That.
Curling is also absolutely insane.
Right.
That's not even like you can't even fathom who the hell came up with that idea.
Curling, there's a curling club of Hollywood. There is a curling rink in Hollywood.
Is there really?
Yes, I looked it up. After the Olympics, when we won the gold medal last time, I was up in the middle of the night watching it live. I'm like pacing around. Amanda comes out. She's like, "You are shaking the apartment." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Babe, we are so close to winning a gold medal in curling. We've never done this. This is insane. These are just like these chubby dudes from Wisconsin that love Sinead to cheese, and we're gonna win." And we won. And we beat the Dutch. No, I think we beat the Denmarkians. The Danish. The Denmarkians? Am I okay? The Danish. But regardless, I loved that documentary about
Yeah, it's
Hans
good.
Cronier. Right? It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Which one should I watch next?
Don't watch the horse one, because if we just talk about murdering cows, the horse one's tough.
Great.
The Russian figure skating one had a very like anticlimactic ending. I wouldn't watch that one. The first one about the college basketball fixing about Arizona State, watch that one.
Okay.
Because I know that story and it's a crazy story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, let's do some videos that make me smile, and then we can let Sinead go home. This is all. Thursdays are always the longest episodes because you and I are idiots.
We'll just keep talking.
Yeah.
What time is it?
10:01.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right, watch this. Not the dog, but it wasn't him. Don't you have like a husky kind of thing? Hello?
A
The hell are
German
you doing here?
Shepherd. Was he was in there with the...
No, he like comes in, his dog's like, duh. Uh-oh. Okay. Like so confused by somebody coming like, what? Dog's got a funny
That's
face.
funny.
Yeah. All right, what's next, Ikega? We got 3. All right, talking about yoga. Look at this little baby doing yoga.
Oh my God, that is cute.
Right? This is sort of like Rosie right now. She's not doing this per se, but she skipped the army crawl and is straight up on her hands and knees now. And she's pulling herself places.
Ooh.
She's had a fever for the last couple of days, so she's been kind of pissed.
She teething?
Yeah. The bottom 4 are coming in hard, and the top 2 are
I
no envy.
do not envy you.
Yeah. She has been pissed. She's had fevers, gone up and down. We thought it was like a flu virus, which it might be. The doctor, she had like a 10-degree temperature switch yesterday from like 104 down to like 95. That's 9 degrees. But the doctor was
She
like,
had 104 fever?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is terrifying.
I know. Then we get Tylenol, it went down. She's
Yeah.
fine. She hovered all day, but she was, poor little thing, because she's always so happy. I mean, you saw her last week. She's always so happy, and this week she's not been her happiest, and I'm running on
Shame.
no sleep.
Yeah, that is awful.
She's a little sweetheart. Oh, we got one more, Ikega? All right. This is probably what Amanda sees, but on the flip. Because Amanda has posted me napping with Rosie. Obviously, we both like a good nap. And this is this is the stuff that Amanda I take pictures of and keep it in my phone, and she hates the fact that I do this because every time she's asleep with the baby, I take a picture.
Yeah,
Very cute.
I hate pictures of me sleeping too.
Yeah.
Nobody looks good sleeping.
No. Unless you're me, I smile when I sleep. GPACharity, check the Streamlabs apparently. Hit that Streamlabs, our buddy Eddie Haskell.
I hug myself sometimes when I sleep.
Do you?
Yeah, like this.
When I'm doing the nap here in the office, I always go.
Okay, here's one. Sinead to please. New 800 number where people call up, press certain numbers for certain areas, get reassurance from Sinead. Example, Sinead, I lost 2 points in fantasy football. It's okay. You got a good team. You get them next week.
Sinead,
Oh, that's so
please.
sweet. I really thought that was going sideways for a second, but I really think that's so sweet. I could do that. It's like Sinead's compliment corner.
Yeah.
Sinead to please. I like that.
She's out. Never mind. I was gonna say like she's out to please. It's Sinead to please, but it's too many pleases in there. Oh, she's out to please. It's Sinead to freeze. Sinead to please.
Yeah, that would be good. You have to separate it.
Yeah.
You have to separate it.
Or
Sinead to
what-
keys.
Sinead to Florida Keys. Or you're a locksmith. Sinead to Keys.
Mm,
Boom.
mhm.
Nice work, Ikeka.
Yeah.
The other one that you could do is like it's Sinead to please, like she's out to please, make sure that everything's okay. Or like if you're doing something stupid, it's like Sinead to please.
Yeah, that's good.
We got another Streamlabs, Ikeka, or is that it? Is that the one?
That was the only one.
Okay, right on. I like those puns. Big fan. Today is the final afternoons. Ken, Knapsack, myself, 150 episodes of the afternoons. It ends today. Amanda will be here, probably with Rosie. I mean, there's nobody watching her house. We can't leave her there. So Amanda will be here with Rosie. 4:30 live here on the channel. Check it out. It'll be up there for you. We're back live tomorrow and again all week next week. We're live probably not Monday, but Tuesday through Friday. And hopefully Sinead DeFries will be here on Thursday. And then a couple weeks off, and then a few weeks at the beginning of December as well. Thank you all for your support. And honestly, I know we say it all the time, but very, very kind of you. Anything that you help to support this channel, whether it's making futility or just being here every day watching, it matters to all of us. Remember, go to perkclothing.com. Hit that code GPA-2021. Get those butt-hugging chinos, these sweet long-sleeve shirts, the Henley that I'm wearing in holiday photos on Saturday, Sinead. I have to be a part of these family holiday photos.
Mm.
Apparently, that's something we do now because we have a
yeah,
child.
We've never done that.
Yeah. I'm being roped into this. I told Amanda, I have the pants. You get to pick the top. Probably going to wear the white Henley with my holiday pants that my dad
How
gave
cute
me.
that you guys do things that like American people do.
Isn't it? Is it cute or is it just annoying?
I don't know. I've never done it. I've never actually done a real photo shoot.
Can you call Amanda?
I'm like, hey girl,
Listen.
what?
Yeah.
What is this? No, I think at least it's really cute. But like, are you going somewhere to have them done?
To Orange County. My sister-in-law like books these photographers for these family holiday photos. So we get separate family and then the big family all together.
Whoa, wait, so this is like a legit photo shoot.
Yes, and last week they already did one with Santa. So this is just a holiday one with the families. This is not Santa. They did one with Santa already.
This is too much.
Thank you.
This is too much.
Hold on. We're doing it. Fuck it. We're calling her.
What if Rosie's sick and she's trying to...
No, Rosie's napping or something. If not, Rosie's awake. Okay. Amanda probably doesn't know she's live right now.
Oh, yeah, because the show's technically over.
She probably won't answer. Maybe she will. Maybe she's changing Rosie. Rosie probably just woke up. She went down about 8:30. No, if she doesn't answer after like the second ring, you know.
Maybe she's watching. And she's like,
how dare
screw
you.
these two. I'm not answering this phone.
Well, I'm being told that like I don't come to enough family things. I was like, because I play golf.
Were you like, because it's in Orange County?
Yeah, and because, let's do a selfie and put it on the Christmas card. Like, look at us, adorable family, red.
I mean, is it Rosie's first Christmas, right? So
Yes.
I think do this one. It makes sense, kind of. I've never understood the whole like going to a studio because now I'm like, the technology's so good. Everything looks good now,
Duh.
you know?
And here I am getting sucked into holiday photos.
You know, you could take a picture on your phone and...
Put a reindeer in the background.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, you know.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Sorry to that girl whose cow we murdered. I apologize.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry on behalf of my friend.
And also, sorry to Roman.
Yeah, I'm sorry on behalf of just me.
Just Sinead. Remember, every single day you choose positivity. It's an act of choice. Call somebody, text them, tell them you love them. It matters. It's weird. You just love them and hate. Find the good. We'll see you tomorrow.